Hello. In this video, I'm going to draw a Kapostamon bee. I hope I said that right. A Kapostamon bee. I like this bee. I like it a lot. I have a different view of the bee just so I could gain an understanding of its abdomen, because in this photo the main focus is more on the head, which is really great, but I just wanted another photo. I'll put a link in the description for both of them, as I always do, as I always make sure to. If I ever forget something, please just yell at me in the comments. I mean, I do a pretty good job of organizing everything when it comes to credits. I mean, I usually have files I back up, which leads me to believe that I just realized I should be backing up credit sources together with videos. Oh well. I still have them at least in the descriptions, but okay. Sorry about that tangent. Okay, to start off, I'm going to draw the ball of the head, and we'll be adding more. You know, I'm thinking maybe I should work with a flipped view. I think I'm going to work with the flipped view instead. This was the original photo, but sometimes I like to go a bit different. Okay, excuse me, I'm going to work on the ball of the head first. And I'll be adding more details as I go. Okay, now for the thorax ball. Yeah. And I'm going to put some, well, you know what? Yeah, I think it's a bit too big. There's a lot of overlap going on, so it becomes a bit of a interesting case. Oh, you know what? I noticed there's an intermediary area between the thorax and the abdomen. It kind of briefly thins out ever so slightly. I think that's a bit too big. Yeah, I think like that. But, okay. I'm going to draw the pilot holes for the legs, and in our case of the bee, they all look a little spaced out, not so much. I think one of the funniest things to see is a bee with its legs. Like when a bee is flying midair, its legs are just hanging. I always find it kind of funny. It's like it doesn't know what to do with its legs. Okay, so we have those pilot holes. I'm gonna draw a wing hole that will eventually, because I could see some of the wing. Okay. Now I'm going to draw the little pilot holes for the antenna. And now I'm going to draw some gestural lines for the antenna. I think I made that one a bit too far down. Oh, you know what? A bit more like that. Okay. I can't see all of the legs, but I can see some of them, and there's some interesting overlap going on with the legs. I'm trying to think what that thing is. That looks like another leg. Maybe. Why does it look like it has 4 legs? I know it's just an optical illusion. Maybe that's what that was before. Yeah, I think that's what that was. Let me Give me 1 second, because there's like one thing going over here. There's another one going over there. There's another leg thing going over there. There's a leg thing going, oh, that's too far down. A bit like that. I think I made an extra one when I shouldn't have. No, that looks like a leg too. Because that's definitely a leg. Because it looks like that's a leg too. Oh well. I guess sometimes you have some of that obscurity that finds its way in. I don't know if that's like a proboscis of some type. That looks like it's part of that leg more than anything. You know what? It is on a flower, so maybe I'm getting a bit confused with, maybe it's like a pistil or something of the stamen of the flower. Sometimes you get a bit confused with things like that. Or I do, at least. Okay, so I'm going to look at this one more time. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's a leg here. I'm going to connect it to that hole. I know I drew some other ones, but I can't exactly see the pilot hole. It also looks like there's one, like, let me undo that. Okay. Well, I'm going to roll with this for now, and if I miss something, I will definitely add it as I go. I don't know if this is a queen, because I'm seeing these things at the top of its head. These little things. I don't know if that's like an indicator of a queen bee of some type, but I am going to draw those and try to color them in a bit, because it is significant. It's a significant additional form on its head. Okay, now I want to draw the eyes. You know what? I think I made that a bit too thick. So there's a form kind of like sticking out, and then it comes around and wraps around the ball of the head. We really can't see the eye on the left side, but I could definitely tell that it's there in one way or another, even though it's a bit out of our perspective. Well, I guess you can kind of see it, if you could think of it like that. Wraps around the ball of the head. I guess there's a little bit of a tuft of hair near its eyes that kind of obscures it a little bit. I just want to quickly cap off the antenna. But I'll color in the eyes as well, just to make it more clear. Okay, now I'm going to do the other eye. Which bulges out a little bit as it comes back and wraps around the head. try to color it all in. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to draw the mandibles. I believe that's what they are. And I can tell they're kind of in two. There's kind of like a form. At first it comes off kind of a bit more like an additional triangular trapezoid-like shape as it comes and connects. Then you have two rounded ones. And it also goes around, like it's this its own 3D like form, kind of like a skull. It's just important to think about the plane changes with it. And I keep thinking of that initial trapezoid shape as it connects to the ball of the head. Okay. Sorry about that, I was clearing my throat. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to do the antenna. And the interesting thing about the antenna is there's like a longer initial shape before it connects to those initial points. They're a bit more like elongated sausages. That's how I'm thinking about them. Then you have all these, then you have like this smaller cap. It's a bit oval shaped before it starts becoming these more normalized cylinders. I guess there's another one that's a bit roundish before it starts to connect it further. But yeah, I'm seeing all these cylinder shapes. And I feel like I can connect them if I draw all of these cylinder things. And now that I look at it again, I think I may have made the antenna a bit too short. I guess I can extend them. May look a bit off. I think to about here. That's a good point. But yeah, I'm just going to draw some lines to represent the ellipses of the individual cylinders of the antenna. And we'll cap it off again. And then after that, I feel like I can connect them. Well, kind of like that. Kind of like that. Kind of like that. Kind of like that. Okay, the other form that I want to attach quickly, I guess I should have been working on the structure layer, but the stinger, and I guess it may not have its stinger out. I don't know if bees can retract their stinger, but I wanted to quickly kind of like make a point of showing the sharp end form as it attaches to the ball of the abdomen. Okay, so now I want to quickly kind of round out the eyes a little bit more. Okay. Now I want to quickly do, there's like an intermediary connecting area between the thorax and abdomen. If I look at this photo, I think I can see it, but I can kind of see there are these connecting forms, they're kind of like these attachment points that go forth and connect to make it less hanging like. I also wanted to summarize the wing, because I could see our bee here has a wing, even though it's a little bit out of view. But I just wanted to try, well, you know what, I think it kind of dips. It has more of like a wishbone shape as it comes back around. Although that's what I'm seeing. When I look at the wing in the view over here, I think it kind of follows the same thing. I always think of like a drumstick. Well, I guess it should be a bit thinner. Kind of like that. The other interesting thing here is I'm seeing these shell-like forms. They're kind of like plates. It always reminds me of a wasp for some reason, but I can't see all of them, but I see some of them, and it's kind of like these plates that gradually get a bit higher as you go, or like the ones further up stick out a little bit more. And I feel like I could see some of that, not all of it, because it does become a bit obscured. But then I could just connect those. It's got some armor to it until it gets to the end. Stinger area. I don't know if I should make the point. I put a little point over here. I guess I'll do that just to put a focus on it. I think next I'm gonna try to draw like a little bit of a shape of the leg. It's a bit out of focus, so I'm gonna try to just work with what I have. But some of the legs are in better focus, like the one over here. I feel like I could see a bit more of the initial cap shape as it goes. It has like these matchstick legs to kind of just go. Then its ending leg has those hooks. I could kind of see these sausage forms, although to me this one's a bit more oval-like. I guess that is what a sausage is to an extent, but I want to show those connections, how they're all connected and interlinking to the best of what I can see. Although some parts being a little bit more difficult. It looks to me like, okay, there I could see it to an extent. This one, this leg, kind of. Well, you know what? I'm gonna quickly do that. Okay. So it looks like there's a interesting this form that kind of looks like it looks like it goes down and it looks like it goes up and it kind of looks like that. That looks like it's a hind leg of some sort or some type of special support. And I know that's on the back leg. Like there's an initial sausage shape here. Then it kind of goes down, does that, connects, goes forth. It's got these interesting modified back legs, which I'm pretty sure has something to do with aerodynamics, although I can't say for sure. I have a book on my bookshelf about the world of bees, so it is definitely on my bucket list. Okay, so interesting. There's an L shape over on this end of the leg. Then I'm seeing like a triangle shape. Then there's another triangle-like shape. As it goes, I see kind of this cylinder-like shape. Well, I guess it's a bit longer cylinder shape, kind of tapers out as it goes below. Well, a little bit further. A bit like a tube until it connects. These matchstick-like things. I see. Kind of looks like a... Oh, I really can't describe it. Just another bean-like sausage shape. And I didn't draw that connector. Well, some parts were a little bit more clear to see. The other thing I wanted to get was around the legs. I'm kind of seeing these interesting forms that kind of go along the ball of the thorax. I'm pretty sure it has to do with the way the wings and the under legs are attached to it, but I want to make note of the structure as it like runs course throughout the leg, and I'm pretty sure it runs along the legs, although some of the hair kind of obscures it a bit. And it looks to me like, I feel like I only see this with certain bugs, specifically like crickets. I feel like you can see a lot more of their structure connecting to everything. Although, I wouldn't be surprised if more bugs have it. The other thing is, I didn't draw the, well, I can't tell if this area is part of the flower or not. Let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I guess it is probably the leg, but it's a bit out of focus, so it's a bit hard to see. But yeah, I didn't draw the hair, and I think the hair is really important to the bee. Usually I don't focus on drawing that type of detail, considering all the various tufts of our bee, and it's got a lot of tufts of fur everywhere, hair, whatever you would like to call it. And some of it kind of falls into the realm of like it being white, so it's kind of a bit difficult. And I'll try for a little bit. There's a lot of intense focus you would have to do to really portray it accurately. And it also looks like in some areas the tufts of hair kind of go out a bit further. But you know what, I think I'd be here for way too long if I would go forward and try to do that. So maybe I probably shouldn't try to spend a lot of time doing that. Maybe in the future. But yeah, I hope this video helps you understand a little bit more about breaking down bees. I'll have to do a couple more views of this bee, because there are some other really good photos that I feel like I should definitely take advantage of. I think even this photo is another good one to do, considering the side view, considering all the forms I could see. But yeah, thanks for sticking around. If you have a question, please ask in the comments. If you like the video, please like it. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.